Michelle here from Straw-Bearie, and today we're going to learn how to take jeans and recycle them and turn them into cute little purses and bags that I am going to be sending in my shoeboxes for Operation Christmas Child. You can make these for yourself or whatever. Stick around to the end because I will show you all the different ones that I've made after the tutorial part. Step one. Get a pair of jeans, okay? Now, I started my first one by just looking at the jean and going, okay, it's this wide. How big would make a nice little purse? Okay, about that big. And cutting my jean as straight across as I could. Now, my second one, I would probably look and go, oh, there's a hole there. So maybe I can get two on this leg below the hole. They would both be about that long. So it really kind of depends on the jeans that you have and if they have any holes in them or not. Oh, hi Scout. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use to make my purse. And I'm going to make it so that this finished edge, which was the bottom of the jeans, is going to become the top edge. So all I really have to do is sew together this bottom part. Make sure that it's cut across pretty straight, and you want to turn it inside out. Now, here's one of the things that I learned. Sewing machines have a hard time getting through all the layers of denim. So do not put the side seams where they're going to meet at the same place. I actually think it looks cuter when they're not centered, and they don't ever seem to actually match up because of, you know, jeans actually have more in the front or in the back or whatever. Okay, so now I have these matched up, and I'm just gonna run this through my sewing machine. I do sometimes get questions on my sewing machine. This is a Singer Featherweight. It was my mom's. She bought it new, and she passed it down to me. If you didn't see the video where I interviewed my mom about making doll quilts, check out that video. It is one of my favorite videos to date. All right, so I'm just gonna take this piece and I'm just gonna stick it under my machine, and I'm gonna give it, oh, about a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Is that a 1/2 inch? I think so. So I'm gonna stick my needle in. I'm gonna go forwards, go backwards, go forwards, when I get to the end, go backwards. Cut off my threads nice and short. That was one thing Mom always taught me from the beginning, was to always make sure you keep your threads all nice and neat. Make it right side out, and you have the beginning of your bag. Actually, it's almost done. Hold on. So I'm just taking a drumstick to make sure that my corners pop out all the way. You could use anything that you have, a pencil, whatever. Maybe the eraser end of the pencil. And voila. All this bag needs now is a handle. So I went and looked through all of my trims, and I have a lot of trims that I also inherited from my mother. And I found this gold cord, and I think it's gonna be really cute. So this gold cord is starting to unravel on the ends. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick the cord in right where it's starting to unravel into my sewing machine, and I'm going to just stitch it and go forwards and backward. Oops. Okay, hold on. So it's pretty thick, so it's a little hard to do. So I'm gonna stick my needle in, go forward. Come on, you can do it. And I might have to hand crank it a little bit and then go backwards. Because like I said, it's pretty thick. And go forwards. There we go. I just went forwards and backwards a whole bunch of times. Let me show you. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna cut off the bottom end of that where it was unraveling, so it's not quite so long. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other end. And now I'm ready to attach this to my purse. Now, you may have to hand sew this, but I don't like to hand sew. I did get that trait from my mother. And so I think I'm actually gonna inside out this again. Sorry about that. Line it up so that you can see where the sides are now. I'm gonna stick this right here where that side is, and I'm gonna stick this under my machine on the inside, and I'm going to sew over it. Going very slow because it's so thick. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go forwards. By the way, that's all my machine can do. Backwards and forwards. There are no zigzag fancy stitches or anything like that. Okay, so I've sewn it down. Kind of at the bottom of the seam for the hem for the jeans. So I'm gonna sew again closer to the top just to make sure that it doesn't come loose. You hear my dogs barking? Sorry about that. What you gonna do? They don't seem to understand the concept of mommy's filming, don't bark. Okay, now that that's all sewn on, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna find the side of the other side. I'm gonna put the other end of my cord there. I'm going to snip all of my strings all short, clean up my mess, except, cleaning up my mess, and what am I doing? I'm throwing my strings on my floor. So then I have to clean up that mess. What do? Are you like a clean person when you sew? Do you like throw your threads away in the trash immediately? Or do you kind of just let them fall where they may? Leave me a message in the comments below. Surely I'm not the only person who's just a slob. I hope. Cord is just sewn on with 2 little strips on the inside. And on the outside, you barely even notice the 2 white lines. I'm gonna turn it right side out. And technically, this bag is done. Now, if you weren't using the bottom of the jeans, you would need to hem up this end. And when I started hemming them up, I started adding trim to them, and I'll show you some of those in a minute. But I was looking at my trim, and I have a different idea for this one. So I found this. Howdy, future me here. I was editing the footage and realized that my camera ran out of battery or something, and you didn't get to see the finished product. So what it was is I took some fringe like this, and I took it on the bag, and I put it on one side, and then wrapped it around on the other side so that there'd be 2 layers of fringe, and sewed it down. And this is the final result. Isn't that cute? I just love how this one turned out. Now, I promised you also that you could see all the rest of the bags that I've made. So there's that one. This one just has this cute little trim, and it is the bottom of the jean, as I believe this one was the first one that I made. Here's one that I used just a white cord and some lace as some decoration. This one is one of my favorites. It also has just some white cord and some lace, but it's some big fancy lace. This was up higher towards the thigh, and so it's much wider. So I may take a little piece of Velcro to put it in the middle to make sure that it doesn't come open. This one was fun. This was one side of the jeans, just cut off the side and sewed it up and then sewed up the bottom. So it has a pocket in the back. It has 2 pockets in the front. And for the handle, I took a piece of chain and some jump rings and just wrapped them around the belt loops. And I think that turned out super cute. Here's another one. Pretty green trim. This one has some funky purple trim. Thought that one was really fun. Here's one that has some white kind of lace cord and some white lace around the top. So pretty. Here is gold. No, out. Here is one with gold rope for the handle. And it's kind of a short little carry handle and gold rope around the top. Excuse me. Mom's gonna film, so that means time to bark. This actually turned out to be my favorite of all these little bags. I took the jeans and instead of turning it inside out, I just sewed it straight across the bottom and then took my scissors and cut like every centimeter, half centimeter, and did the same at the top, and then made handles out of jeans, sewing down the middle and then cutting around the edges, and then stuck it in the washing machine to make it fray. And I just love this one. I think that one's really cute. After I turned off the camera, I decided to make another one since everything was sitting out. And so this one was the next section of jeans, and I just did the same thing. I sewed it up on one side. The other side I decided to use bias tape because I have a lot of bias tape left over from Mom and other places. And I used lace for the handle, and this one I've made it a little bit longer so it can be like a, not for me, but maybe for someone small, it could be words. What's the name of that kind of purse? So that it can be like a messenger bag. After all of that, I decided I wanted one for me that might be a little bit bigger. So I made this one for myself, and it's actually large enough to put my computer in it. My mom had a bag similar to this back in the 70s, I remember, as a little girl. But I've got pockets in the back and I've got pockets in the front, and wait, I did put some Velcro to hold it together, and inside I've got some funky fabric, and I lined it. So to line it, all I did is I took the funky fabric and I measured from the waistband to the bottom and from side to side, and so I made a little bag, and then I sewed that right there underneath the waistband and added handles from the sides of the jeans. And isn't that cute? I had so much fun making these bags, and I'm gonna keep one and I'm gonna share the rest with my Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes so some little girls can get a cute little purse as a way of helping them know that they are loved by God, and hopefully they will accept Jesus into their heart. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody who might like this type of content, leave a comment below and tell me which one of these is your favorite. And until next time, toodles!